Good topic of discussion, my friend.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask nobody. I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna give it to everybody. God damn, man. Tú sabes que si me pongo, no, porque miro, ay, ay, no, que yo no tengo, ay, que mira, que no te... Oye, yo las hago y oye, mira, coge una camioneta, ¿qué es large ahí? Hago una docena de large, una docena de extra large, y para nosotros lo que somos así un poquito de doble X large.
Sorry for the interruption. KG4OXO, the live feed on YouTube is live with the audio. Please behave accordingly. Thank you. KG4OXO. Wow, you guys that bad that you got quiet?
No, yo me quedé porque esperando a ver qué hablar, porque mira que estoy en el YouTube y estaba viendo aquí, pero que Jaime, aquí está 2:15. Sí, pero ¿cuándo empieza el de ahorita? ¿A dónde está la página?
Audio test 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, now the audio is good. ABC, ABC, 345, 345, G4, GH. Esto está moqueado, moqueado, moqueado. Bueno, estamos por acá. El G4, JH.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we'll be starting in 1 minute. CQ, CQ, CQ. Welcome to the South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club Weekly Net. I am Robert, W4THM, and I will be your net control for the evening. This is a directed net, which means all traffic should go through net control. We accept check-ins in English and Espanol. Either one is just fine. As part of our weekly net, we are also incorporating a trader's net. So if you have any radio items that you are selling or that you're looking for, please feel free to let us know when you check in. This net is also serving as the South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club mini meeting. So we will be keeping track of attendance for club purposes. This is our remote meeting and our net. We're taking check-ins via RF, Yaesu Fusion on 443.300, on D-Star 146.865, or via Zello on the Miami Hams digital channel. We're going to be taking check-ins on RF and on Zello. Occasionally I'll stop and switch over between RF and Zello, give people an opportunity to chime on in. So when you guys check in, please identify with your name, your call sign, where you are, and if you have any traffic for the net. So with that, let me go ahead and open it up first to those that are coming in via RF. Those that are coming in via RF, via D-Star or Fusion, please come down. All right, we got a heckler. Well, that's expected. We have a whole repeater for the hecklers. So what makes you special? Heckler. We're also on YouTube, by the way. If you're listening in, you can go to YouTube and type in KG4OXO on the search box. And that's going to take you to Jamie's channel. And click on live, and you can connect onto the live stream on there. So you could also come in via the chat box on the YouTube channel. It's another way to check into the net. So, Heckler, since you open up your big mouth, come on, man, check in. What's up, Joseph?
This is KM40VZ, Kilo Mike 4, Oscar Victor Zulu, in northern Alabama, checking in.
Hey, what's going on in the Alabama TechNet, man? You guys doing anything new and cool? What's happening with that? What's happening with your repeato?
New and cool. We've been linking up to some really incredible networks up in Maine that have provided hours and hours of hilarious entertainment, and we've also been getting a larger fan club here locally. I had a guy come in from 81 miles away, down in, he's actually east of Birmingham, Alabama, so 81 miles as the crow flies, and that's about like a 3.5-hour drive from where I live. 81 miles away came in, and that was pretty incredible. And we've got our fair share of hecklers as well, but for the most part, they let us do what we want to do. and it's going really good. Everything's looking up. Everything's doing really well. Back to net.
Well, for those of us that want to go check out your Repeato, is it connected via Zello?
Yes, we have a Zello channel as well as All-Star and Echolink, although I think Echolink's offline at the moment. I'll have to take a look at that. The Zello channel is my call sign KM4OVZ dash RPT, all capital. And I do believe Zello is case sensitive when you are searching up channels. KM4OVZ dash RPT. And there's no password requirement to get in, but I do have to approve new users.
Okay, give me that again. The Zello channel again for your system.
It is my call sign KM4OVZ, Kilo Mike 4 Oscar Victor Zulu, dash, as in like not the hyphen, but a dash, RPT, Romeo Papa Tango, no spaces, all capital.
Okay, cool. I may check that out earlier if I have the deep desire to heckle people. Cool. Thanks for the check-in there. All right, let's go on down the list here. AG4JH, are you there? Got anything for the net tonight?
Saludos, buenas noches a todos ahí, muchas gracias ahí por dejarme entrar a G4JH desde acá del oeste de la ciudad de Miami. Nada, aquí participando, no traffic por ahora, Robertico. Thank you for letting me in. This is AG4JA. My name is Oscar, West Miami. 7:30 to everybody that is coming to the net. Back to you, net control, W4THM. This is AG4JH reading the mail.
Hey, Oscar, I got a question for you. Now that the bus is not there anymore, does your magical antenna still work the same?
Bueno, el bus ya no estaba ahí desde hace mucho tiempo. La antena está puesta on the ladder, tú sabes, at the same position that it was at the beginning, porque la puse on top of the hill, you know, on the top of the hill that I have on the side. I grabbed the ladder, I strap it to the container, and raise it, you know, to 30 feet. I put over there the dipole, and it's working perfect. I do. I'll be on the air every day since I putting in, man. Doing a lot of the airs, and you hear it sometimes here and on the frequency how these work. So I'm glad that the dipole is doing his job, you know, and I'm very freaking glad that I get rid of that bus. So that's it. Come on, bro. W4THM, AG4JH.
All right, 55, thanks for the check-in. This is W4THM with the South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club weekly net and mini club meeting. All right, let's go on down the list here. KJ4ZMI. Fruto, vas a hacer check-in. Fruto, ¿qué está pasando en el mundo radial de Homestead?
Good evening for everybody. Kilo Juliet 4 Zulu, my India, Fruto, no traffic.
All right, Fruto. Oh, that was quick. All right. All right. I want to throw some, mix it up a little bit. throw a little bit of interesting news out there that's of interest to the ham populace like us. Something I saw today, which, by the way, if you want to read up more about it, you can go to drudgereport.com. It's a news aggregate website. So apparently, Walmart, 7-Eleven, and Chick-fil-A are going to experiment with drone delivery service. If you go to Drudge Report, you could read the story about it. But what's really cool about this, it's an autonomous service. They take the box outside and they put it into this, it's like a small shipping container type of thing. And inside it's refrigerated, and it also has a automated mechanism that sorts the boxes according to who needs to be delivered next. And inside, the box is put in a little elevator, and it goes up to the roof of this mini shipping container thing. And the drone comes by, picks up the box, and then delivers it. The drone can go up to 60 miles an hour and has a 30-mile range. So the drone will swing by, pick it up, and then when it gets to your house, the drone doesn't actually lower down and drop the box on the floor. No, these guys got smart. These guys have a little winch, and they lower the package with a little winch, and it's got a hook that unhooks itself once there's no tension. So I guess if somebody comes along and tries to steal the drone operator can just cut the winch loose, and the person won't get the drone, they'll just get the little winch. But it's really cool to watch the video. They have an actual video of how the whole thing works, even inside the box. It's really cool. That's over on Drudge Report. So who knows? We might be seeing a drone delivery going on over here at that level, which, man, that makes total and absolute sense. They're claiming that they can do 50 packages an hour, just buzzing around delivering things to people's houses. So that's very, very cool. All right, let's go ahead and open it back up to RF for a second. Anybody in RF land, D-Star or Fusion that wishes to check in, please come now. All right, nothing heard in RF land. All right, we continue on. I'm going to leave Pedrito for last because he claimed that it was feeding time and his wife gets mad when, he doesn't eat all the Oreos. So let's go over to Bullet. Bullet, ¿estás despierto? Bullet, are you there? Over.
KJ4SWP. Buenas tardes por ahí a todo el mundo. And we're in the net, no traffic.
All right, I got you down. Thank you for the check-in. And yes, we're in the net. All right, moving on down the line. We got a couple of our folks are on vacation in different parts of the state. So let's see if Jamie's around. Jamie, you gonna check in, or are you still building Lego?
KG4OXO. Jamie, from an undisclosed remote location, enjoying 10-year Whistle Pig bourbon and a Rocky Patel 60. That's all I got for net. Back to net.
All right, I got Jamie fumando no sé qué, and then sadly I had a satellite handoff, so I missed the rest of it. Anything for the Traders Net tonight?
ICOM 706, MG2 Marquet, ICOM 208, Yesu 857 HF, on all bands, the A57, and a Yaesu 7800, which is a dual bander.
Okay, so Jamie has an ICOM 708 and a 706 Mark II for sale, a Yaesu 857, and a Yaesu 7800 for sale. So if you are looking for any radio equipment, please feel free to reach out to him. He's on here usually throughout the day and definitely on during the evening. All right, thank you for the check-in and thank you for running the YouTube channel. So let's continue on down the list here. Arnold, okay, KN4 VVR. Arnold, come on in.
Kilo November 4, Victor Victor Romeo. Good evening, gentlemen. Just checking in.
How's the weather up there in the mountains?
I don't know. You got to ask the mountain people. I heard it's snowing, though.
Oh, I thought you were up there with the hillbillies and stuff. Oh, okay. All right.
No, only when Jaime comes visit, I take him to my special cabin. You know, like Epstein Island.
Ding, 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 ding. All right. All right, man. Good having you in there. All right, let's keep going down the list here. Arenza, our correspondent in Alaska, KK4RYG. Go ahead and pick it up, sir. Got anything for the net? Anything going on? Anything cool ham radio related? By the way, tell us about the solar sunspot thing. Did it affect you guys at all?
Hi guys, it's Arenza, Kilo 4 Romeo Yankee Golf here in downtown Anchorage, Alaska. No sunspot activity affecting us now. We got cloudy skies and looks like the sun is dipping past what's happening here downtown. All is good. Temperature is in the 40s. It's hot temperature wise. Back to you, KK4 RYG.
All right, man. Thanks for checking in. And if you weren't following along, there we had a big solar flare come by, but I guess it didn't do anything. It kind of laid low, which was a good thing. All right, moving on down the list. W1CLT. Mr. AT&T, go ahead and pick it up.
Good evening, Net Control. This is Whiskey 1, Charlie Lima Tango. Robert here from the South Kendall, almost Redlands area. No traffic, but I am glad to hear that this week we have a union represented member running our YouTube channel, as opposed to someone else last week. So thank you, Jamie. And, you know, he said, Arnold said that they were hiding on Epstein's Island. I thought he was going to be hanging out in P. Diddy's private jet, trying to get away from everybody.
Oh man, that P. Diddy stuff. You go on the regular news media and there's little bits here and there. There's a bunch of stuff on Drudge Report, and oh man, it's not looking good. It is not looking good at all. Normally I don't care about none of that stuff, but man, that story is juicy. There's some messed up stuff going on. Holy cow. Thank you for the check-in, sir. Any equipment for sale? Any equipment you're looking for? Anything like that?
Negative. I'm good with what I have. Don't need to buy anything, not selling anything. Just anxiously waiting to be able to have the time to set up my 4BTV Hustler antenna that you know I received already. I just needed time to go buy a post, put in the ground, and attach it and make sure it's tuned, and then start playing HF radio at home without having to set up stuff and taking it down, and play a little more with FT8, which I've only done once, and I want to get more into that and learn how it works so I can try to teach some people that might be interested also once I know how to do it.
All right, man. Yeah, cool beans on the antenna, and yeah, the digital mode thing sounds kind of interesting. We've had some conversations on here before about it, about messing around with some of those low bandwidth digital modes. Uh, once you figure out more about it, please share the knowledge. I know Ryan knows quite a bit about it, but Ryan's schedule is all kinds of crazy. However, it's a very useful medium for emergencies. And thank you for the check-in. All right, let's throw in some more interesting news from other places. You guys remember Life magazine? If if you are any kind of nerdy or inquisitive child, chances are you remember Life magazine. It used to always be right in the aisle at the grocery store when you were about to pay for your stuff. It was a large format magazine, always had some really cool pictures. And eventually it went away, like all magazines did. Well, they're going to relaunch it. It's going to be brought back. That might be interesting. It's going to be brought back as a paper, digital, and video format. So that might be cool because they always had some really amazing photography, interesting stories from other parts of the world, really cool stuff. So Life magazine might be hitting the shelves once again. Keep an eye out for it. All right, let's keep going down the list. Oh, okay. I see Mr. Puerco Grande, KG14M. Jeffrey, got anything for the net?
No, I do not have anything. Kilo Golf 4 Charlie November Mike.
Okay, sounds like you need some coffee there, buddy.
Yeah, no, I'm just distracted. Don't mind me.
Okay, well, we all hope it's a good distraction. All right. Well, thank you for checking in, sir. This is W4THM, your net control for the South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club net for 328 of 24. And going down the list. Oh, Jeff, the other Jeff. Oh, look at that. Jeff and Jeff, a law firm. The other Jeff, Mr. Old Dirty Bastard. Go ahead and pick it up, man. It's been a while since we hear your voice. What's going on in Radio Repeato and GMRS land, man? Fill us in. Give us an update. All right, we'll come back to the second Jeff then in a minute. Pedrito, are you done having dinner?
Oye, parece mentira que tú tienes que saber que a esta hora ya él está con la novela y no va a salir.
Yes, sir. K4 YK for station ID, no traffic and nothing to sell or buy.
Oh, you see, and Bullet was throwing you shade. You see that? See, he was there, man. He was there all along. I have faith in Pedrito. Pedrito will show up. There you go. All right. Then we have the big mystery, the missing link. He's here with us right now. But let's see if he's going to talk to us. Switchblade, are you there? Over. Frank, Switchblade. Hello, hit the PTT. All right, nothing heard from Frank. Maybe he's working. I know he listens to us while he's working. He can't exactly play radio while he's working. Let's go back up the list here because we had another missing link over here. Jeff, N4ODB, are you there? No, Jeff. I wonder if they got a GMRS not going on. All right, and oh, I see Ruben has connected. Ruben, you got anything for the net? Any repeater updates? Anything else going on?
Okay, and for HYG, no, I don't have the only update that I have that the star repeater are running on some reflectors. So if you want to hear some different traffic and you have a D-Star radio, just tune to 146.865 or 443.775.
All right. Yeah, we got the D-Stars up and running, so you can connect through D-Star, and if you know how to use that network, you could hop around and connect to a bunch of different things. Same with the Yaesu. So there's two different digital formats that you can get in through there. All right, I'm gonna do one last call there for Jeff, ODB. Jeff, are you there?
Okay, just want to do a clarification that for nets, I connect the A6, the 2 meter, 146.865, but after net and all of that is connected to other reflector. There's plenty of traffic there. So, but right now I didn't connect because I'm traveling. But usually it's connected to when there is a net, the one of the 2 meter repeater.
Okay. So the 865 gets connected to this system during the net, and then after the net is over, it's on its own, connected with the D-Star network. So if you want to go get over on the D-Star network and try some different contacts other than the group that's over here, then that will work for you. All right. Well, before we go, adding one more interesting tidbit of news that I've found today. As some of you may know, I have my father battling Alzheimer's. And was reading an interesting article today that working with your hands, good for the brain. Imagine that. Since we have a whole generation coming up that only pushes buttons on a keyboard or touches a glass screen, they found that there is a lack of brain activity because people just aren't doing things like they used to with their hands. So all the motor control with your hands, hand movements, something as simple as handwriting requires so much mental control instead of pushing buttons on a keyboard that they're saying, hey, get out there and do stuff with your hands. Work on things with your hands. Take stuff apart. Build things. Don't just sit there and poke at your glass slab. It's good for the mind. Interesting article on that on the Drudge Report website. All right, let me see if we got anybody else that has come in at the last minute. Doesn't look like we got anybody else. So last call. N4ODB, Jeff or Switchblade, you guys gonna check in? All right, nothing heard. Those two guys get the Sandbagger Award for the week. So if you do catch them on the air, tell them that the South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club wishes to send them their own little sandbag. All right, I appreciate you guys showing up for the net, and until next week. So 7-3, everybody. This concludes the South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club net for 3/28/24. We're closing the net at 8:02 p.m. 7-3, everybody, and we now return the repeater to its normal amateur reviews.
Before everybody goes, I got a question that goes out to everybody. Back in 2019 or early 2020, one of you came over to Bonita Beach and stayed in a condo for a night or two. And you, whoever you are, and me got on a couple of the local repeaters around here and shut down 2 of them because of the way we were behaving. I cannot for the life of me remember who it was who came over, but I know it was one of the regulars. This was late 2019, possibly around October, maybe towards December, or early 2020 at some time.
Well, by you saying that they shut down the repeater, that kind of limits the possibilities. It wasn't me. I doubt it was Fat Mikey, because that guy can't afford to buy a value meal, much less travel. So I can only think of one other suspect. Maybe it was Sergio, because I know Sergio was doing something where he was DJing at some university events or something like that. Maybe you might want to ask Sergio if it was him.
Como siempre, I'm left out. I'm in left field.
I'm 99% sure it was not Sergio, because whoever it was didn't sound like Sergio. And at the time, I was pretty new to the 325, but I knew who Sergio was. And I think Sergio actually told me this guy was coming over and told me I should get in touch with him. They were staying in a condo on a high-rise building at Bonita Springs, Bonita Beach, somewhere right in those areas. And I know they had a UHF. They only had UHF handheld capabilities. So we went over to the 443.900, which was in Naples, and they shut that one down. And then we went over to a repeater in Bonita, and that one got shut down too. Can't for the life of me remember who it was. It wasn't Sergio, it wasn't Mikey, it wasn't Bullet, it wasn't 55 or it was, but I'm pretty sure it was one of the regulars here. If anybody can remember that or knows somebody who took a trip around to Bonita in that time period, let me know. I'm trying to figure out who it was.
Well, there's only so many of us that are good at being offensive just for fun. So outside of that list, Mauricio, MBU. I don't know, man. I can't think of anybody else really. Trying to think back to the regulars on the 325 and stuff, and I can't think of anybody else that would be capable of such a thing.